Okay, so in this video, I am going to try and explain what Power Rangers Hyperforce is and basically what the storyline is. It's kind of difficult to do, but Power Rangers Hyperforce is a tabletop RPG game starring the Hyperforce Rangers. So we have Marv, the Red Ranger, Eddie, the Blue Ranger, Jack, the Yellow Ranger, Vesper, the Black Ranger, Chloe, the Pink Ranger, and Joe, the Green Ranger. So to start off the episode, basically, um, the plot is set in the year 3016 at Time Force Academy. At the Time Force Academy, a team of Time Force Ranger cadets must band together to defeat an ancient evil who is set on unraveling the very fabric of the universe under the leadership of their mentor Jen Scott, the Time Force Pink Ranger, and the show's game master Malika Lim. The newly minted Rangers will cross both time and space to complete their missions while running into familiar faces and eras along the way. So, the Rangers that they meet along this way so far have been Aisha, the Yellow Mighty Morphin Ranger, Jem, the Operator Series Gold Ranger from RPM, Tommy Oliver, the Green, Red, Black, White, Red Again Ranger from Mighty Morphin Zeo, Dino, Thunder, and Turbo. They also met Anubis Cougar, aka Shadow Ranger, the Super Mega Force Silver Ranger Orion, the Super Mega Force, and the Mega Force Red Ranger Troy, the Sentinel Knight, and the Red Ranger Andros. So let's jump in to basically who the other Rangers are and what their stories is. So there's this evil alliance within the plot of it. And basically the evil alliance is basically a bunch of former villains or new villains that have been in the Power Ranger universe, which these Rangers have to travel through time to stop. So the alliance has Mr. Ashford, Thrax, Scorpina, Velcro, Finster, Prim- Primator, Lokar, Goldar, Hobbs Jr., Hydro Jr., Doomstone, Shiburai, Beeville, Dean Hines, Stephen Lang, Putty Patrollers, and the 8 Squad Rangers from Power Rangers SPD. And there's also Dark Spectre, Lord Zed, Rita Repulsa, Divatox, Astronema, Candace Cornelius, Pudgy Pig, Z, Putty Patrollers, Quantros, Vengix, Kilobytes, Buzzkill, Grinders, the Emperor Mavaro, X-Borgs, Bruisers, and they also travel to the world of the Coinless as well. So there's a lot to talk about within this show. Like there's a lot, like a lot. So the first way I'm gonna try and start this video off is talking about each individual ranger, starting from the Red Ranger, Marv. Okay, so the first ranger we have to talk about is Marv, aka Marvin She, the Red Hyperforce Ranger. So Marv is a student at the Time Force Academy. He is from the planet of Cayenne. That become After the Time Force Academy is attacked by the Alliance leader, Marv originally joined Time Force to find his missing brother Joe Shi and hacks into Time Force to sneak his way into becoming a Time Force officer. He's paired with Jack D. Thomas, who rats him out to Time Force, but is able to stay in Time Force as a cadet enrolling at the Time Force Academy. At first, Marv was hesitant to lead the team, but eventually steps up after Vesper dies. Then we have the Blue Hyperforce Ranger, Eddie Banks. Eddie Banks is a student at the Time Force Academy who becomes the Blue Hyperforce Ranger after the Time Force Academy is attacked by the Alliance leader. Eddie is a history buff knowing information about certain aspects in Ranger history. Eddie is also a member of the illustrious Banks family, a powerful and rich family in Millennium City. As time progresses, Eddie develops feelings for Vesper, the Black Hyperforce Ranger. So clearly Vesper is the goaded one out of this whole group. Then we have Jack D. Thomas, the Hyperforce Yellow Ranger. Jack Thomas is a Time Force officer that was at Time Force Academy the day the Alliance leader had attacked. Time Force Academy that Jack is then given the opportunity to become the Yellow Hyperforce Ranger. Jack is very committed to his job, making sure things go by the books, even if it affects the relationship with his teammates. Jack is also committed to teamwork and fighting as a group rather than splitting up. Then we have Vesper, the Black Hyperforce Ranger. Now we head into Hyperforce Black. So, Vesper Vasquez Hyperforce Black is a student at Time Force Academy that becomes the Black Hyperforce Ranger. After the Alliance attacked their leader, After the Alliance leader attacked the Time Force Academy, Vesper is the jokester of the group, cracking jokes even in a fight. During a mission in the RPM dimension, it is revealed that Vesper is also an android and later learns she was created by Dr. Ferrick before he was killed by Ranzik. After learning that she is an android, Vesper gains the ability to create holographic projections and gains the ability to infect mechanical devices with the Vengeance virus after being infected. Vesper also develops feelings for Eddie Banks, but their budding relationship is put on hold due to their mission. Vesper's, Vesper's body is completely decimated by the Alliance leader during a fight with him, and she temporarily shares a body with Alpha 55 until a new body for her is created during the final battle with the Alliance. Then we have Hyperforce Pink, Chloe. Chloe is a student at Time Force Academy that becomes the Hyperforce Pink Ranger after the Time Force Academy is attacked by the Alliance. Chloe has a bubbly personality even while in battle and has an affinity for eating and making a variety of burritos. Chloe enrolls into Time Force Academy to find information about her missing parents, eventually finding out that her father was the true leader of the Alliance. Chloe is given a pink power gem by Lady Guinevere when the Hyperforce Rangers travel to the medieval era. That gives her the abilities to become Pink Battle Warrior. She basically gets a battleizer. Then we have Joshi, aka Hyperforce Red's brother. So Joshi is the brother of Morbishi, and Joe is actually a Time Force officer from the planet Kaya that was sent on a secret mission by Jen Scott to find out info about the Alliance. Joe is originally the Silver Time Force Ranger, but his chronomorpher is destroyed by the Alliance this making him become the Hyperforce Green Ranger after he got married to Nadira. So that is the basic backstories of the Hyperforce Rangers on how they became Rangers.